questions 1 through 4 were the forward direction, and questions 5 through 7 were the backwards direction. So now we're on to questions 8 through 10, which are the full titration questions. And these combine both the forward direction and the backward direction into one question. So there's a lot going on here. Okay, looking at number 8, it says Isuprel is ordered to titrate between 1 and 3 micrograms per minute to sustain a heart rate at a minimum of 64 beats per minute. The solution strength is 1 milligram per 250 milliliter. The patient stabilized at 35 milliliters per hour. Find the flow rate range in milliliters per hour, as well as find the stabilizing dosage in micrograms per minute. So we have a lot going on here. This would be the forward direction right here, and this would be the backwards direction. So let's do the forward direction first. They want the flow rate range in milliliters per hour. We have the range, but the range is in micrograms per minute. So I need to set that up in a proportion with the solution strength. And there's two things I need to do. I need to convert the 1 milligram into 1,000 micrograms, and I need to multiply the range by 60 because it's currently per minute and we want it to be per hour. So on the calculator, I'm going to type 250 times 1 times 60 divided by 1,000, and then 250 times 3 times 60 divided by 1,000. So let me just type that out. And we get 15 to 45 milliliters per hour. So what that means is we're going to start the IV at 15 mLs per hour, and if the patient doesn't react, we're going to increase it to 16 milliliters per hour. And if that doesn't work, we're going to increase it to 17, and then 18, and then so on. So for this question, the patient stabilizes at 35 mLs per hour. So we actually know where the patient stabilizes. And that's kind of our first check, is that the number needs to be in between the lower end and the upper end of our range. So the stabilizing dosage should be in between these two numbers, and it is. And the stabilizing dosage also is our starting point for the backwards direction. So they want to know what the stabilizing dosage is in mcg per minute. So I need to set up a proportion with the stabilizing dosage and the solution strength. So I'm actually using the solution strength twice in these titration problems. Okay, so we get 0.14, and this is milligrams per hour. So there's two things I need to do. I need to convert this into micrograms. So this will be 140 micrograms per hour. And then I need to divide by 60. And rounding to the nearest tenth, this would be 2.3 micrograms per minute. And I know that this number is most likely correct because the 2.3 falls within this range. So again, there's a lot of checks in these questions. The stabilizing dosage in the 35 mLs per hour, that needs to lie within this range. And then the stabilizing dosage in 2.3 micrograms per minute, that needs to lie within this range. Also, another check is, did you use the solution strength twice? So on these titration questions, you always need to use the solution strength twice. Then I think the only other thing I need to talk about is that you actually could do the backwards direction before you do the forward direction. So they're kind of independent of each other. So to check our work, we use the 15 to 45, but in the math, we don't actually ever use the 15 to 45 in the second half of the problem. So if you really wanted to, you could do the backwards direction first and then the forward direction. I like to just keep it simple and do the forward direction first.